I'm Lisa Marie. Welcome back to my channel on living my best life over 50, and in your case, over 30, 40, 50, 60, whatever. If you're new to my channel, I cover all kinds of topics relating to aging, and it doesn't matter your exact age because we hit these different things at different times in our life depending on our situation. So there's really something here for everyone. So if you're interested in topics having to do with aging and living your best life, then you'll definitely want to subscribe to this channel. This is part 2 of a 2-part series on how to plan your best life. So I went through steps 1 through 5 in the first video, and now I'm going to go through 6 through 10. So I'm really excited for you to hear this and participate, and at the end I'll put up links to the first video in case you missed it. So let's dive into it. The 6th step in planning to live your best life is to set milestones. So you've created a life vision, a life mission, long-term goals, short-term goals, and now you're going to set milestones. And what milestones are, they're like markers. You put a stake in the ground and you say, I have now accomplished this. I've now accomplished this. They're kind of like mini goals within the goals. So like, as an example, for me, actually creating my channel was a milestone because a lot of work led up to me doing that. Filming my first video and uploading it, that was another milestone. I'm almost at my next milestone, which is my first 50 subscribers. I'm like 5 away as of the filming of this video. I'm hoping to get there like today or tomorrow. So I wanted to do that within my first week. You know, my next thing is I want to get to 100 within the next week, and so forth. So these are milestones that I can celebrate, and I can put it out there and say, oh my gosh, yay, I did this, thank you, you've helped me, you've supported me. So whatever your goals are and your long and short-term goals, the things that you want to kind of mark a stake in the ground and say, I want to celebrate at this point. Only you can decide what that is, but it doesn't matter because they're your celebrations. They're the places where you say, yay, I did what I set out to do. Now, actually achieving an entire goal can be a milestone too, but you need to plan some along the way because you need some of those successes to motivate you and keep you going. And it feels good. It really does keep you going. It's important. We need to take the time to celebrate our own accomplishments, big or small. It doesn't matter. They are accomplishments, and we accomplish things every day that we don't even pay any attention to. And there are some things we should be paying attention to because we need to appreciate that we accomplished something. It's a big deal. There's a lot of people who don't feel like they accomplish anything, and that makes me sad because I bet they do, and they're just not giving themselves any kind of kudos for that or any credit. But by setting the goals, setting these things, you have a way to actually measure and say, I did accomplish something. How encouraging is that? What a confidence builder. Don't we all need that? I mean, I think it's super important to keep myself going, to feel like I have a reason to wake up in the morning. I need a purpose. I believe you need a purpose. And we all have some purpose, obviously, but maybe we want a deeper purpose. And we can pursue that by creating a plan to live our best life. That, to me, is the key to getting that greater purpose in your life. Step 7 in planning to live your best life is get an accountability partner. Now you might say, what does that mean? I have friends, I have family. Didn't you just tell me to share my goals with them? And yes, I did. What I mean by an accountability partner is someone who is truly there for you. Not only will they be supportive, but they'll be honest, straightforward, tell it like it is, give you information and feedback that you actually need to know, not just, oh, that was great, I loved it, thanks so much, but they're not sharing what they're really thinking. When I have an accountability partner, I want someone who isn't afraid to tell me things I need to hear, things that I might not realize that I'm missing. You know, feedback is a gift, and we need that gift. We can do with it what we please, but it's important to receive that gift. And if you put someone in your path, an accountability partner who you trust and who does have your best interest but won't sugarcoat it, that is very valuable. So don't surround yourself with yes people. Include some people in your life that will give it to you just like it is. I know I'm that person for a lot of my friends. I tend to be very straightforward. I'm not mean, but I will, if you ask me, I will tell you. I think if somebody asked, they really wanted to know, and if they didn't, they shouldn't ask. That's kind of my thought on that. But, you know, I still want to be kind. Remember, that goes back to my life mission statement. So think about right now, who is that person in your life? They don't have to have the same goals. They just have to understand your goals. So this is someone you've already shared your goals with, and it's now someone who you feel like will be honest with you, that won't sugarcoat it, that will be supportive, but at the same time constructively share their thoughts with you about what you're doing, how you're going about it, how you might do something different, or you might consider something a different angle. I think it's really important to get that other perspective. So I encourage you to find that person in your life. If you don't have one, start cultivating a relationship with someone you do have to push it to the next level to see if they might be an option. Because some people are guarded and they're afraid to share. The only way you're going to find out if somebody is worthy of that is to put yourself out there. So as hard as that might be, I do encourage you to put yourself out there if you haven't already. If you get hurt, I mean, honestly, we all get hurt. That's part of life. You learn from it, you grow from it, and then you will approach somebody differently the next time, and it might go better. So it might not even be about you. It could be about them. Maybe they're struggling and it has nothing to do with you. And you might take it that way, but it probably, most likely, when people aren't willing to be that helpful, there's something else going on with them, and it really doesn't have anything to do with you. So just remember that, and don't go into it with any expectations, or don't take offense to anything if someone's not willing. Just think, okay, that wasn't the right person. The next one is coming. I'll find that person still. And so just continue to search. When you find that person, that is a valuable relationship that you will treasure. And then see if you can be that for them as well. What a great way to give back. I think that's important too, is make sure that you are giving that back to somebody else. Even if it's not the same person that you're using, be an accountability person for someone else that might ask or need it. It's a gift that you can really give someone, and it really helps lives. Step 8 is to evaluate your goals. So once they're set, and after some time has passed, go back and evaluate them and figure out what it is exactly that might need to change, if anything. So as you create the goals, what you might want to do is dive a little deeper and try to figure out, what is it that you really want out of the goal? So like an onion skin, there's layers to these things. Are you really just looking for, happiness, to be heard, validation, acceptance? So you might have a goal that is kind of a superficial goal, and it's not really the true thing that you needed. So once you dive in a little deeper and kind of unpack those goals and see if there's anything below the surface, you might have to change the goal so that you can be more specific and figure out ways to achieve those goals based on what they really represent. So let's use me again for an example. If I was doing YouTube like I am starting to do now, and my goal is to help other people, but let's say later on, as I go forward, I discovered, I just needed validation. I don't know if this is true or not right now. I'm just making this up to give an example. Well, then I have to reevaluate my goals, because if I'm doing something for validation, I have a deeper need I need to deal with. And so that's a reason maybe that I might want to re-examine those goals. If I truly am, if everything still points back to me doing it to help other people, then I'm good. I've reevaluated my goals. I should do that periodically, and I should make sure that I'm still kind of on task for what my purpose really was. So it's just learning how to be more self-aware and understanding yourself. Sometimes that's hard for people. We don't want to deal with that part of ourselves. We want to, even for ourselves, sometimes we keep it a little bit surfacey because it's just too much work, or maybe it's depressing, to think about those things. But I would encourage you, because the deeper you do dig into the why am I setting this goal? What does it really mean to me? What do I get out of it besides the thing that I'm saying is my goal? Maybe that's something I need to deal with in a separate kind of arena. For some people that might be counseling. For some people that might be just approaching life different from a different perspective. It might even be changing jobs for some people when you realize those kinds of things. It might be just a whole shift in your life. And that's okay. We're allowed to do that. There is no reason that we can't do that when the need arises. People are constantly reinventing themselves nowadays. It didn't used to be that way because kind of people were more set in their ways. Well, in this particular society, which we always call the microwave society, everything is instantaneous, instant gratification. You could change on a dime. And you know what? A lot of people do, but they don't plan at all for why they're doing it, what that entails. I'm saying be deliberate. Figure out the why. Understand yourself. If you don't understand yourself, don't get mad when other people don't understand you. Because how could they? If you're kind of conflicted, you're certainly going to be putting off kind of a conflicting message. So again, back to living your best life, get to know yourself. Really try to understand yourself. For some people, that might be journaling, so you can go back and look at things you said that were kind of raw and uncut. For some people, again, that's that accountability partner, having someone to bounce things off of who might say, you know, this is what it seems like to me. You said this, but this is what I'm seeing or hearing. Very valuable information. Get to know yourself. I mean, if you're not your best friend, who is? If you don't love yourself more than other people do, who will? I mean, honestly, you do need to appreciate the wonderful person you are. I mean, you were created. There's no one like you. You are a unique, beautiful, wonderful person. There is not another person like you. You might have a doppelganger out there who looks like you, or even a twin, but they're not you. No one can be who you are. No one can be better at you than you are. You are an expert at being you. So get to know you and really walk in that truth. It's a beautiful thing. Step 9 is so simple. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the journey. You know, life is hard a lot of the time. Why not try to enjoy every moment along the way, every little celebration, milestone, every aspect of it? You know that saying, stop and smell the roses, or live for today, you know, that kind of thing. Seriously though, we spend so much time focusing on the past or the future that we miss out on what's happening right now. I think it's really important to enjoy the process. Make it something that you look forward to, that you're excited about. Just really appreciate every aspect of what it is you're doing to live your best life. It's a really fun thing when you think about it. How exciting to be focused on living your best life. You only get one. You really need to make the most of it. So I can't say it strongly enough. Enjoy the process. The 10th and final step to planning how to live your best life is I want to kind of assign, not really homework, but I want to encourage you to do all of the things that I have suggested, and then please come back and comment and share with me what you've learned about yourself, what you've even done, if you've set any goals. I'm really excited to hear the feedback from others of how this may have helped you and what you're doing. I kind of want to go along your journey too. I think it's exciting. So I really want to encourage you to take these steps. I want to encourage you to share your experiences in the comments. I'll definitely be interacting with you there. And at some point, maybe we'll do a live video down the road about this topic where people have had more time to work on it. But I would really, really, really love to hear how you're doing with this and how it's impacted you. Is there anything that I've said that has meant something special to you, or you don't agree with? I'm open to that as well, because we all have a right to our own thoughts and opinions. So I encourage that as well. Again, I'm not looking for yes people either. Feedback is a gift and I will accept it. I really want you to do that. I would really appreciate it. And if you know anyone else who you think would benefit from this information, definitely let them know about it, give it a share, and let's see if we can reach out to other people and pay it forward. I think that would be great. Yes, that does go along with me achieving my goals, but it also goes back to my life mission statement of loving others and living kindly. I do want to help other people. It's important to me. And I really appreciate you spending your time watching my videos. Thanks for coming along with me on this journey of how we plan to live our best life, in my case, over 50. And I just want to say, please like the video if you enjoyed it. Definitely subscribe. I'm going to have a lot more good content coming up. And also share the video with others, because I'd love for more people to be able to participate. I'd love to interact with all of you and others as well. I'm very excited about this journey. Thanks for joining me, and definitely there will be more to come. And look up in the cards and you'll see a link to my first video that I've made, and also to part 1 of this video. So thank you so much. Have a great day. You are all a blessing to me.